first
video
podcast.
podcast. But
We'll see how
we will upload the audio to Podbean. So if you want to just listen to us and not see our ugly mugs, just there's that as well.
Yeah, if you're not able to watch on the YouTube, yeah, you can just listen to our grotesque trash can like voices on Podbean, which will also be on iTunes, and then it'll go to Google Play, and then wherever the fuck else that Tex-Mex wants to stick us.
So the reason for the long delay, and it's kind of weird to say this because the coronavirus has made everybody come indoors, but me and him are kind of essential workers, so it's just put a bigger workload on us, meaning that we have to do more things out there and everything else. So it kind of gets us in a bind, and we kind of took a hiatus for a minute, but now we're gonna try to restart, just like this economy.
Revamp it up.
Yeah, revamp it up. During this stuff, we did get some new things. I got a webcam.
I got a webcam.
See, he got a webcam, and yeah, we're just kind of rolling with it right now. So I don't even know what to talk about.
What isn't there not to talk about some stuff? Let's see. Last time we were on, none of this shit was going on. So we literally probably stopped a month before coronavirus hit, which was as everybody already knows, an astronomical scare when it first hit, and then it's just kind of like everybody's tired of being inside their house. So now we know who the people who are introverts and extroverts.
Yes,
like
definitely.
Exclusively now. I'm kind of like going outside a little bit more because I'm like, I'm kind of been looking at my computer screen a little too long, getting some lazy eyes and stuff. But that, and then the riots of the world, but we're not going to talk about that because that's a very, 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 very touchy subject. And then, I mean, just gaming, and then like the PS5, the Xbox. I mean, we got some shit to talk about today. So, as I'm saying, we have some shit to talk about. Let me give you the specs. We'll just start on a really, really happy note. We're going to start with the Xbox and the PlayStation. So, like everybody does every single year, we're going to figure out what has what inside of it. And just so Tex-Mex can follow along, I'm about to send this to you, what I'm looking at. You'll get it on your phone in a minute. So everybody has the PlayStation versus Xbox vibe. Now it's all coming back, and we're going to figure out the big question that I kind of saw. Well, it's not really big, but it's kind of like, it makes you wonder how many people are going to go from the PC to playing back to consoles, since consoles are now starting to get PC-like qualities to them. And they're not even running at 60 FPS anymore. They're running at higher frames. So I think that's going to change the output of like Call of Duty games and other games like that. But it'd be interesting to see what happens during all this. But what?
Oh, what do we know? What frames we're running at now?
Oh, yes, we know exact frames. I'm just waiting for you to do whatever you're trying to do over here on your side, because I can't see it on my side. So,
of course. I got a small window here in the corner for us to see. It's kind of like the same thing. Can you actually see that on my screen? You can't see that, can you?
No.
Okay, did not think so. But it says it has some of the things. So just go, and we'll kind of go along with.
Okay, so it's just kind of like really, really simplified some stuff, and then other stuff is graphics. So it has the PlayStation 5. We'll go with that first. It has a CPU. The 8-core 3.5 gigahertz AMD Zen 2, so we'll see what that's like. A GPU, a 10.3 teraflop AMD RDNA 2. It has memory, 16 gigabyte GDDR6 RAMs. It has SSD, which is the 825 gigabyte custom. Resolution, 8K support. That will look fantastic. Frame rate, here's the question. Frame rate up to 120 FPS. They have doubled the frame rate, as far as we know. And hopefully it sticks that way.
So they doubled the frame rate. They've done everything by looking at this, by looking at all the stats and everything that we have. would you say that Xbox is better than the PS5 or PS5 better than the Xbox Series X by just specs only?
By just specs only, I'm gonna have to give it to the Xbox Series X. Only on one note, because only or two things are technically different, but I'm not really trying to get all technical with the CPUs and the GPUs because it's like 3.8 gigahertz and then a 12 teraflop AMD. I mean,
okay,
little increments. But the reason I would give Xbox the upper hand is because it has a 1 terabyte storage SSD. So it's already 100, basically like 100 more gigs than the PlayStation. And that 100 gigs, we've all seen these ridiculous Modern Warfare updates, and they're gigs and gigs and gigs and gigs. So
25 gigs here, 50 gigs here, 100 here. Yeah. It's just give or take on whatever it is.
And then I think the cool thing about both of them, which is the PlayStation 5 will have almost all PS4 games, optimized PS4 Pro titles, and then the Xbox will also have all Xbox One games, selected Xbox 360 games, and then some original Xbox games. It'll be backwards compatible, so that'll be a very, very nice feature. So now for you, let me ask you a question. What will you pick? Will you pick the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox?
I'm going to go PlayStation 5 based on experience of the PlayStation 4, because when the Xbox One came out, it came out later than the PlayStation 5 by like a month, or PlayStation 4 by like a month or something like that. And it was going to be bigger, better, or whatever, and the PlayStation come out. And then the PlayStation outdid the Xbox, even though that the Xbox specs were way better.
Oh, yes. I mean...
So I'm going to go personally with the PS5 instead of the Xbox X Series
X.
Yeah, Series X. And not based on... I'm just basing off of an experience that I've had personally, and that's how I look at it.
Okay. I totally understand that. Yeah, I'd pick the PlayStation 5 also, just because I'm just like you. I'm playing PlayStation. But then if you think about it, PlayStation has had way more better exclusives than I've heard come out of Xbox. And so on that note, that's why I'd also pick the PlayStation. But on another note, out of sleek design, which one are you picking?
PlayStation, hands down.
Oh, hands down. I mean, it looks
down.
futuristic as hell. Dude, that controller, mind you, they have finally learned we want wide controllers, not skinny little mini.
Skinny controller.
Yeah, skinny controllers. Nobody wants no skinny mini controller. We finally get a wide controller, so now we'll really be able. Xbox people cannot talk trash to us anymore, PlayStation players. But on the same note, I am going to get both when they both come out.
So you're saying you're going to get the Xbox and the PS5?
Yeah, I'm going to get both of them just because, I mean, we mainly play PC, so it's not really going to be for regular games that I play, so I'm not going to like jump on Apex and play Apex on either one or play Call of Duty on either one. Well, I might play Call of Duty. I might go back to PlayStation Call of Duty because computer Call of Duty, I'm not really. That's if they change the cross-platform that they got going now. If they don't change it, I'll stay on computer. If they go back to non-cross-plat, yeah, I'm just going to go back to the PlayStation and just chill that way. But no, the Xbox will be my first will be my second Xbox to ever have, but it'll be my first to actually ever buy out of my own pocket. So, and then I'll just have everything in my house. I have the PC, the PlayStation 5, the Xbox X Series, and then I'll have a Nintendo Switch, and then whatever Nintendo wants to decide to come out with, I'll fucking buy that too.
Okay, that makes sense.
They're more for their exclusives and not for everyday regular games that I play. That's the only reason I'd get them. And then, my wife, she'd play the Xbox. She'd be getting on that Halo and shit. And that's about it.
Since you said Halo, that was the only reason I was going to ever get an Xbox in the first place. I started, of course, I started out as a hardcore Halo fan. Halo 1, 2, and 3. Well, actually, it was 1 and 2 on the original Xbox. And then Halo 3 on the 360. So And then I've played all the other ones as well from friends because I've never owned anything more than except a original Xbox. So they they announced that they were going to release all the Halo series for the PC and release them in order of the Halo series until Halo, I think it's 6, Halo 6 is released. Well, they are going to release that on the PC. So for me personally, I decided not to do that because if it's going to be on the PC, then that's all I wanted it for anyway. And if I wanted any Xbox exclusive games, they are coming out. I think they started doing this last year in 2019 with the beta of the you pay X amount a month and you get the exclusive games for the Xbox for
Okay.
PC.
I can understand that, but what if like when you get say you get Halo on the computer, the
Okay.
Halo 6, what if the player base isn't thick? Like what if like you're sitting in lobbies for
Ever.
20 to yeah, you're sitting there forever, but like if you got an Xbox, like it's like bam, 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 bam. Like how do you then would you change your mind? But how and then how long would it take you to change your mind?
It would have to take me a while because I've sat in some lobbies before where you play in a beta and you just say, okay, it's a beta, give it time, and you'll sit in the lobby for, I don't know, 15 minutes or whatever, or even longer than that if necessary. But if you're not in a game within 5, usually people just want to leave and don't want to play anymore.
Oh yeah, of course.
Since Halo isn't too big player base, in other words, I think it's like 8 and 8 still, and maybe 16-16.
Mm-hmm.
You might have the bigger ones of 32, which is huge.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But if it's still 8 and 8, I mean, finding 16 players, someone around the world is going to matchmake pretty quickly.
Yeah, but you could also get those China kids or those kids that are all the way in Australia, so they got like garbage thing, and you're sitting there. I've striked him in the head like 5 times, and he's still not dying. Like
that is true. You do have that possibility of having it, but for me, it would take a lot. Like I'd have to sit in a lobby for like 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes before I'd even consider of trying to switch to another game. Or switch to the Xbox itself because it'd be so bad loading.
Yeah, I understand that. And then
the other one for me is I don't know if this has changed, but I remember back in the day when I was playing on the 360 that the COD matches were like super toxic.
Oh yeah, see that's what I was about to bring up. Thank you for that's a nice transition. Well, this is exactly what I was about to say. So I knew I said that we weren't going to touch on the riots and stuff though,
right?
But I'm gonna dip my pinky toe in there real quick. But I'm gonna get out. Is that do you think because of all this stuff that has gone on because of the riots, do you think that it just might have a bigger change when it comes to the old day Xbox 360 lobbies? My dad is Bill Gates, calling people the hard R, and like, do you think it could change that? Because
it's so hard to say because it's like you say yes I can change and that seems super optimistic, and you say no it's not and it just seems too pessimistic. I think that would change some. I think it will change. I think it will change some. I think we are getting better at that aspect of trash talking, not bringing any other race into it, just like, oh, come on, you're trash at the game, being, there's a word for it, more polite trash talking. It's like, you are bad at the game, stop playing the game.
Trash talk. Like saying you, like basically, even though people still don't like it, saying, oh, you suck, or you go play a different game instead of trying to bring color into it. So, hopefully try to see the game as black and white and not,
Right.
A whole bunch of color. Yeah, I hope it does, but then again, I'm just kind of like, when I was young and the Xbox 360 was out, nothing was about to change my mind. If that kid was sweating me, I mean, he was getting it thrown right at him. Like he was getting every name in the book, but I wouldn't be throwing no hard R's. They would throw it at me, but besides the point. But anyways, yeah, I think it might have a slight. I think there might be more people who rebuttal and try to defend each other instead of letting one mad little kid or grown person, sadly, ruin the entire lobby and put some kid down who doesn't obviously need it.
Well, okay, I'm going to say this right now. It's been over a year, I think. It's been close to a year. So, spoiler alert for Endgame. If you have not seen it, go watch it. Jesus. But I feel like it's very, like, you've seen the Thor scene where he's Fat Thor, and the guy's like, this guy's trash talking me again. And Thor just takes over the mic and is like, if you do this one more time, I will go over there and rip your arms off and shove them through. I'm like, that's pretty intense. I felt like that was a good accurate representation of some of the conversations that are actually had in Fortnite, Call of Duty, and other games.
Oh, yes. I mean, it is big. I mean, the other day I was playing Apex and some kid got mad at me and this other guy that we're playing together. His name is Jesse. He's also a streamer. He wanted to keep fighting this team that kept pushing us. Well, me and Jesse were like, nah, dude, we gotta back it up, man. Like, back up, dude. We gotta get out of here. Like, we're in no position to fight. There's nothing around us. We will literally get sweated. And the kid dies, or he goes down in the game. And then immediately you just see text come across my screen and Jesse's screen. And it just says, you guys suck. Like, why are y'all doing that? And I'm just kind of like, why are you so mad? And that also goes to the people who I played Apex with, and it's not a ranked game, and it's just a normal game, and they go down, and then they leave. Like, they don't even give me or the random other guy a chance to even pick them up or a chance to finish off everybody else around us so that we can pick him up. That he just, well, I died. No, I'm just going to get off. And I'm like, that's a little, that's also very toxic, because then it makes it unenjoyable for the two people who stay, or in some cases the one guy who ends up staying and he has to play a solo game. I mean, I've done that before, like season 2, but luckily I slightly somehow miraculously by Jesus won the game. So, and I still have no idea how I actually won that shit. But it's just this toxicity is just, it's still there, and it's just represented in totally different ways that people are really getting an understanding of how to get under your skin and get under it very well. And I just hope that it changes.
I hope it does as well. We will see. Only the future knows right now. We don't know. We can all we can do is hope. And from that note, we'll switch it up to maybe a brighter topic.
Oh yeah. And then if you're watching this like way off in the future and shit has changed, come back and comment on this video and let us know when it changed, so we can come back and be like, oh, okay, cool, so everything's good now. But so on a brighter topic, I mean, what is there to be a brighter topic? I mean, I got to platinum faster this season in season 5 of Apex than I dang for sure did last season for the first half of the split. So I was really excited about that. And then been here and there dabbling in some Rocket League too, help Tex-Mex out, grind himself to a higher rank also.
I'm still kind of stuck right now. I'm waiting it out for the end of the season. I know I shouldn't really say that. I should just grind. But I don't want to lose that. I guess what I'm trying to do is get that little trophy, and then I'll grind more.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's all that both of us could do in both of our games that we tried to excel in, is just grind. But in other news, y'all know games we play. We've said it in the last 4 podcasts, so it ain't nothing new. That's the games that I'm always going to be playing Apex and Rocket League. He's always going to be playing Rocket League. But
speaking of new,
September 22nd.
Yes.
Destiny 2 has a new stuff coming out again. A new chapter, basically. And the big question is, are we going to sweat lord that and just dive right back into the game? because I played a little bit of it last night, so I'm kind of got a guilty conscience. So that's why I haven't streamed it. Like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make that my off stream game.
What day did you say again?
Huh?
What day did you say in September?
September 22nd.
God, Jesus. Okay, so okay. For all of you that don't know, I am moving in October 1st, so this is gonna be fun because
Yeah, he's moving to Baghdad. I'm just playing.
So all of September, I'm kind of relaxing. I'll already have a job by then, so I'm gonna take my 2 weeks and get my retirement. And basically every day I'm going to be streaming, just 8 to 5 every day, just like any other streamer does right now that are big, like Tim, Dr. Lupo, Dr. Disrespect, etc., etc., etc. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm definitely going to be grinding some Destiny just to get back into the point to where I can play again.
Oh, I totally understand that. Yeah, I got to kind of get back on my grind. That come home, get undressed, give everybody a hug, kiss, talk about my day, grind games, get off, eat, get back on, grind some more. Because I've been like I said earlier, I've been outside a whole lot. So I'm trying to not break the habit, but also stay healthy. And yeah, because your boy has gained a little bit of weight. But yeah, I enjoyed playing Destiny the other day. It brought back a whole bunch of nostalgia. I was talking to Tex-Mex about it at the same time. That I don't know. I'm excited. I don't know why we do this. We've grinded. We've done this countless times in Destiny where we grind, pause, play something else for the longest amount of time, and then we're like, oh, that's a cool. And then we're like, oh, that's a cool trailer. I gotta go play that. And then grind, and then we're never seeing 7 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock streams. Like y'all about to get some heck long streams, man. Like it's gonna be super long. If I do end up streaming Destiny here or there whatsoever, just as long as my internet can hold up with it, because that's kind of why I took a break. I took a personal break
that's
from
right.
this because my internet would just go out on me, and then it would
for no reason.
It just made the game unenjoyable for me. So I didn't care to really keep playing at the moment. But I think my internet has got itself all figured out, and we're gonna slowly walk into it to hope that it doesn't start breaking down again.
Right. So in other news about games, one is coming up this Friday.
What game?
And the first one made me cry. I'm not gonna lie. The Last of Us Part 2.
Wait, it's coming out this Friday?
Friday.
Oh man, well, wish I'd have known that. I'd have prepped for this. Did you see the PlayStation exclusive, the collection PlayStation that has The Last of Us on it?
No, I did not.
It's pretty. It's all black and it's got it's etched on the top of it. It's a pretty PlayStation. I will give them that. But oh yeah, I forgot to ask you. Since PlayStation, we're gonna go back to the PlayStation Xbox stuff, but I'm just gonna specifically talk about the PlayStation right now. Which PlayStation are you buying? Are you buying one with the CD in it, or are you buying it with the digital downloads only?
Digital downloads only.
Only? Yeah. You know what? Don't blame me because I don't know. Play it.
Two reasons.
Okay.
One, I have a PlayStation 4 for all my discs. That's fine. I'll throw a movie. I'll watch that. It's a Blu-ray. No big deal to me. Two, I did hear a rumor. It is a rumor that it might be slightly cheaper than the one that has the disc on it.
Well, then I'm definitely buying the discless, and we're just gonna completely just. Hey, good thing you found out some information about that.
Again, it is just a slight rumor, but you never know. Sometimes these things are true. Just kind of gotta take it with the grain of salt. We hope it's cheaper because it's less material, less stuff you got to put into it. You don't got to put the whole thing in there, so we're just hoping that it is cheaper.
But on another note, after I just completely went blank and didn't really need to talk whatsoever, I really was gonna say something, and then it literally just left my brain, and I don't actually know what I was gonna say anymore.
Okay, we were talking about games. You said something about the PlayStation. My birthday's tomorrow.
Oh yeah, well, happy early birthday, and then if
Thank
this
you.
is, and then I know this is going to be late, so happy belated birthday. Everybody, make sure you go to his Twitter handle at TexMex117. It's
Thank
the
you.
Texas sign with a mariachi hat on it. You'll see it, and just go wish him a happy
Sombrero.
birthday. And then go to his Facebook, Tex-Mex, and wish him happy birthday on there too on his page. But you'll be 26, right?
Correct. That is correct.
All right, cool. Because I know we're quote unquote 6 months apart, but I feel like I'm getting old, and I just try not to remember my age anymore.
Right. I'm literally at the point now. It's just like, it's just another day. I'm going to work tomorrow on my birthday. It's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. I forgot today's Tuesday, man. So this will be out like a Thursday or Friday, right? Maybe.
It just
Well, I don't know
depends.
about that. I don't know about this video, but I at least know that the actual audio will be out on.
Yeah. Thursday,
Okay,
Friday.
Man, we got a long weekend, the both of us.
Yeah.
I'm off Friday, but then I gotta go to work Monday, and then I'm off Tuesday. So there'll be 2 exclusive days that I will be up early streaming and trying to knock it out for the day, so me and the missus can hang out for the remainder of the day, and I don't gotta worry about coming in playing games.
When you say early, do you mean like 4 a.m. early? Or are we talking about like 8, 9 a.m. early?
I'll try some 8, 9 a.m. early.
Okay.
As long as too much business hadn't gone down the night before, and I'm super tired.
Right.
I'm gonna try. If I don't, it'd be like 11 o'clock. I mean, you gotta give a brother some time to wake up, because I don't drink coffee and stuff. So, don't you have any super special information to tell these people about your streaming and what has gone on in the middle of it? Because they have no idea.
That's right. Everything's happened so fast within the last 2 months. So, as if y'all don't know or haven't said, I do stream on Facebook while P-Kid streams on Twitch, and I have made it. I got into the Level Up program, which is like the same thing as
An
affiliate with Twitch, so I could start making money. I was so happy. I hit my first 100 followers, and now it's been almost 2 months since I hit my 100 followers, and I'm almost at 300 followers.
100 followers a month. That's what I'm talking about.
It just kind of happened so fast. It's like bam, and I was like, oh, wow, people actually do want to see me play.
Yeah, you make me jealous, because I've been streaming since September, and that's when I got my affiliate, and I ended my stream today with 98 followers, and I just need that 2, man. And then at 2, I'm gonna be doing a special giveaway like Tex-Mex did on his stream, but I'm gonna do mine on stream live when I pick the winners for it.
Oh, okay.
You'll be able to see when you win money. I'm gonna probably give 2 $25 gift cards to whatever system that you want it for. And but we gotta wait, because right now in the middle of this podcast I've only got 98. Once I hit that 100, and I'm probably gonna put a stipulation on it, my 100's got to stick for a while, because I know people will just come follow, want the money, but there'll be other stuff you got to do, not just follow my channel. But besides the point, I have done that. I'm super close. I am less than $25 away from getting my first Twitch payout.
Wow.
So I was super. Oh, thank you. And I was super excited about that, because my goal was to get my first payout before I made it a year of being an affiliate. So it seems like I could get it done, because I got basically 3 more months before I would have my reunion again. But I mean, I wouldn't be where I was at if it wasn't for the support of like Tex-Mex, and then for all you guys who listen and follow, and hopefully the people that end up watching this our first videoed podcast, which is it's really awkward, because I'm not used to being able to talk to Tex-Mex but
and
see him at the same time. So it's kind of like, it's different, and we'll get used to it. And there's just one thing that I heard off of from another podcast. If you don't know, it's called Stiff Socks. It's got Trevor Wallace and
hilarious
Michael. Michael something. I don't know his last name. Anyways, they made a good point that this podcast could change like dramatically. Like we could be from talking about being gaming, since this would be our 5th podcast, to the 50th podcast is us talking about, God forbid, politics or raunchy, dirty stuff. Like, so I just hope that you guys are all along for the ride with all of us as we progressively find out where this fun video and now video and where this fun podcast might end up taking us, because I've kind of been grasping stuff from other podcasts, and I've learned not to just try to stick to one road. That's why we try not to like too much talk about video games and all that stuff. But did you hear about the Joe Rogan thing that happened? Speaking about podcasts.
Probably not. Refresh my memory, because I might have and I might not have.
So you know how Joe Rogan is
Yes.
like super famous for his podcast.
And X Factor. Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And yeah.
Continue.
You mean
Fear Factor. Yeah. Yeah, my bad.
So he did it on iTunes for the longest time. And just doing it on iTunes for free, mind you, he was making about $30 million a year just off his podcast alone.
What?
God. So, Spotify hit him up, kind of like they've been doing with the Twitch and the YouTubers and stuff like that, and like Mixer coming and grabbing Ninja and taking him to Mixer, and like Courage JD going to YouTube. They did the same thing to Joe Rogan. They grabbed him from iTunes basically, and they drug him over to Spotify, but they paid him for it. He got paid $100 million to make his podcast exclusive to Spotify.
Wow.
Yeah, so I thought that was super amazing, and I can't believe Spotify got away with such a very, very low-ranked bid. And he was like, all right, cool, whatever, I'll do it. And I mean, I would do it for $100 million.
Wait. $100 million would be a low-ranked bid?
Yeah, he could have made them probably go exponentially higher for him to be on there. Because you got to think of like the guests that he's had on his podcast. True. Like he's got just a long list of people who have just shut up. People like Bill Burr and like I bet Neil deGrasse Tyson, and like you just got all these big names he's had on there. I mean, and you're gonna put him exclusively on your stuff? Yeah, you way underbidded him, but he didn't give a shit because he was like, "Cool, I was making $30 million over here on iTunes. I guess I'll just go over there and make $100 real quick." I mean, I don't blame him whatsoever. Somebody's like, "Hey, we'll take you guys and give y'all $50,000. All right, cool. Where are we going? What are we streaming on?" Like,
well, and this kind of brings me up to the point because I don't think Ninja really had an issue from people switching over to Twitch Mixer. to Mixer, like with your subscribers and your followers and everything else. They basically all transferred over. There might have been maybe some that were like, no, you're a sellout and didn't do it. But do you think the same is going to happen to him as well?
No, Joe? I mean, people did think he's a sellout, but then you had to have somebody who knew about his podcast, knew how much he made originally off iTunes, and look at him and go, he was giving that stuff to you guys for free, like 100% free. Like he didn't care, and now somebody came and gave him money. Of course he's got to take it. He's got to feed his family. I mean, that man's filthy rich anyway. But I mean, somebody comes and brings you money. I mean, you're gonna jump up to it and go, well, I'm sorry, I gotta walk over here and go do this job over here instead.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna turn that down.
Oh yeah, I'm not turning down any amount of money. I mean, hopefully I have super, super loyal fans, and they're just like, they transfer with me, and then I understand people who are super loyal to the platforms that they listen to. Like, right. If Joe Rogan would have done this switch, let's say, almost 5 years ago, when I was listening to Spotify exclusively and I didn't have iTunes account, oh, dude, I'd be ecstatic right now. I'd be like, oh my God, I got Joe Rogan. But then again, I didn't listen to podcasts back then because my brain was just a whole bunch of mush. But
yeah.
No, dude. I mean, I thought that was amazing. And that's kind of, to me, it's like, oh, cool. So now podcasters can get bought out just like Twitch streamers, and then like movie actors and actresses. I'm like, everything is becoming like an ability to become a small time celebrity.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I thought that was fairly neat. But man, it's like we've been gone for so long. There's so much to talk about, but then again, there's not a lot to talk about because we don't want to talk about the really, really harsh negative stuff, and then we don't want to get super, super depressing because this is our first one back in like 2 months. Like we just need to be excited.
Trying to get up the vibes up.
Oh yeah, trying to lift these vibes up. So me and Tex-Mex have also gotten another game. We haven't played it yet for either of our streams. Is
That one
the
game.
Journey to a Savage Planet.
Oh,
because we've kind of been off of our, like he said earlier, we've been kind of off of our rockers, and we're trying to get this back in line, get our streams back in line, and then hopefully once we get our streams in line, maybe we can get our YouTubes in line, and then so on and so forth. But I can't wait to play that game because I've watched people like Cartoons play that game, and it was pretty funny from what I could remember. We got Ark Survival now. The Epic Games Store is the most litty store I have ever seen. They are giving away I have so many free games on my Epic Games account. It would take me all year to almost play 1/4 of all the games that I have.
And some of the games they give out aren't very big. They're like indie games, but the last 5 or 6 games have been big AAA games, including one that's been around forever. And of course, let's bring full circle again. It's going to be on the PS5. Was Grand Theft Auto 5? Yeah. That was free. That was free for like a week, and then
the reason I kept looking over is because the door was cracked, and I was looking. I was like, the TV got louder, and then I look, and then I see his little glasses spitting through the hole, and I was like, what do you need, boy? For you people that don't know, I have a son. His name is Junior. You guys can refer to him as Kid Junior or whatever. Yeah, so he's the one that keeps coming in here and kind of interrupting me, but he's not really. He's curious of what I'm doing because he's never seen us do video chats or video calls either. So he's kind of like, "What are you doing? Like, why is my cousin on your computer monitor?" Like, I don't know. He just lives there now. I don't know. But anyways, back to the playing games and
right. There was Grand Theft Auto 5, then Civilization 6, which is so much fun.
Oh my god, you can get lost in that game for hours.
Me and P-Kid played a game, and it was supposed to be we put the settings to quick online settings, and it still took us 2 days to finish. And that
2.5 days. We got a 2.5 day game of Civilization 6, and then I got in trouble for playing Civilization 6 for what seemed like I was only playing it for like an hour, but
it was like
when you really looked at a clock, I was playing that shit for like 4 or 5 hours, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know I was playing it that bad.
Yeah,
it's addicting, man.
It's one more turn. We're almost done. One more turn.
It doesn't help that they're like, there's 500 turns, and you're like, oh, I'm at 150. I can make it to 300 before I gotta go to bed. Hell no, you can't. You will never. No.
You want to do so much.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I gotta do this and that, and you gotta watch these people, and you're like, time is just not on your side when you play that game. But then it has stuff like the Far Cries, and then like Just Cause, and I don't know. Like I said, the Epic Games Store is the most lit store I've ever seen. Like, I'm so happy they started doing that. But on another note,
I do have a question though for you.
What?
By doing this and putting all these AAA games out for free for a week, do you think they lost a lot of money doing that, or do you think it was just like dime in the bucket?
Nah, because if you think about it, some of the AAA games that they released have add-ons that you can purchase through them. So it's kind of like, yeah, you might not have got your $60 to $30 out of somebody, but if they really, really enjoy that game, they're gonna put a lot of money. I mean, like look at Apex for instance, or Rocket League. Like Rocket League's one you have to pay for though, which is like $20. But then you're paying for the battle pass. You're paying for credit so you can buy the exclusive stuff that comes in the store. You're buying the esports merch, and then and Apex is an even better example. That game is free, like 100% free, and I have probably spent close to like $200 to $300 on that game. And that's a free game. Like you got to think free, and I've spent $300. Like I could have bought another PlayStation if I'd have saved all that money up.
Yep.
But the one thing I wanted to ask you that I just now remember and it came back to my head is, what about the Call of Duty BR that's out? Because it wasn't out when we talked last time.
Oh yeah, that we played for a minute.
Yeah. What's your first thoughts about the BR? I'll try to break it down so you don't have to think of everything at one time.
So repeat the question. What's
your first thoughts about it? Like what, like look or the feel of it, I guess.
Like it's different. It feels weird because you think of a BR game, and I think the feel and how they did it was a different aspect than some of the other BR games that I've done, because what was the one that they did before? It was for
Black Ops.
Yeah,
that was kind of more of like, it's more of cartoonish, kind of, not so.
Yeah, so this one was like different. It was more like trying to be almost like realistic as possible. But
Yep.
If you ask me, you can. All I remember, and I just think of playing the game, is just what's the gulag?
The Gulag.
Yeah,
The Gulag.
That's the part where you come back to fight each other, right?
Yeah, it's where you're like in the cage area.
Yeah.
The 1v1s. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's literally the funnest part of the game, besides unless you're winning. Like unless you win, then I think that is the funnest part of the game.
Yeah, I like how they gave you the second chance option without somebody buying. They basically gave you 2 life chances, which would also be the buying, and then would be if you win the Gulag, but you can only do the Gulag once. But I mean, I like it to a point. I guess I haven't grinded it hard enough to feel like I'm good enough at it. But
I would say if this was the first BR game before, like, I'm not saying Fortnite was the first BR game. I'm saying that Fortnite was the first major popular BR game. If this was the first major popular BR, I would say hands down it'd be pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, hands down. Hands down, everybody to be playing it. Like, I mean, you still got kids that play freaking Fortnite, and I'm just sitting here like, yeah, I'm done with that, because there's too much that people are doing. They're too fast. I'm old, I guess, at that game. I'm too old for that game now. But nah, it's just a crazy experience. Like you said, it feels different. It's kind of got that Battlefield feel to the gameplay, but I do like the fact that everybody has the same amount of armor. Nobody's armor is greater than the other, so it's not like Apex where you go from white to gold, or like, I don't think Fortnite doesn't have armor. The last time that I ever played it, it didn't have armor. It could have armor now, and I have no idea.
The shield. It had the shield.
Oh yeah, and then so I mean, but I like the Call of Duty aspect because they did that. They were like, everybody's just gonna have the same stuff, and then your health regen, so you're not wasting time freaking bandaging up and giving yourself a stem shot. Well, you can give yourself a stem shot, but it works a totally different way. But it's different. It's just not my it's not my cup of tea. I can't dive deep into it like I've been watching all these other streamers who are just killing the game. I mean, TP they have the world record for the highest amount of kills you can get in Modern Warfare.
It was like
right
124.
Yeah, it's like 124, 121, and mind you, there's only 150 people in the start of the game. But technically, if you thought about it, there's 300 people because you get to do the gulag every time you die. Well, the one time that you do die, and if you was to win, you'd come back, but the other person wouldn't. So
technically only half of the 150, so 75, so that's 225 people.
Yeah, so people were like, that's amazing, but if they'd have got like 200 kills, I'd have been like, that's disgusting. And plus, that'd literally be physically almost impossible to kill everybody, let them have their 1v1s in the gulag, and pick then the one that wins. He comes back, you kill him. Yeah, and then they'd be sweating. But I mean, congratulations to them for having such a big kill record. I mean, I couldn't imagine sweating that hard. My armpits would be super, super wet. My forehead would be super, super shiny. Like I said, we're trying to get back in track on this and try to bring y'all some more videos if y'all like them. If y'all don't, well, you're going to see them anyway.
I feel like we're missing a major topic, and it's like slightly annoying because I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about, but I'm trying to stay away from all that stuff. Oh, well, we can talk about one good thing that's happened as far as the government is concerned: the stimulus check. So,
oh my god, so they gave that stimulus check out, and everybody's like, it's supposed to be for food or whatever, and I'm like, I went to car parts. Eating out, whatever.
Yeah, mine went to all kinds of toys and stuff. I got this skateboard. That's what mine went to. And then I got I think I got this webcam from it too.
I got the webcam from it. Yeah.
But I mean, also I congratulate the people who got theirs and they gave it to people in need who didn't have jobs, people who had lost their jobs during all this. The super, super big crisis. And hopefully it goes away. And I mean, I hope that everybody's practicing safe distancing. Please wear a face mask, even if it's annoying, or just anything to cover your face would be nice. Because I mean, it's going to take all of us to get through everything that's going on right now. But I think I am going to have to cut this short today. It won't be your hour-long fun in the sun watching us two talk kind of podcast. It might be 15 minutes to 20 minutes shorter than normal. But I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all enjoy this new face cam and his face cam, and enjoy hearing back from us again. And we would like some feedback too. So if you could rate us, give us 5 stars on iTunes, Google Play Store, Spotify. If you're listening to us on Podbean, just write a comment. Maybe we'll start reading the comments that come in, and genuinely the nice comments. I mean, I'm not gonna read you guys suck or Tex-Mex has a big forehead. Like, we already know that. So well, thank you guys.
Also, before, sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
Also, if the camera positions are off for us, or if you want us to switch things around, we'll try to do our best as well. I mean, with what we got. So if you want something in the background as well, I'm not gonna put giant penises back there or anything graphic. But I could put, like, I don't know, some shirts or whatever, a poster. You're awesome or something.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, it kind of bland. I mean, I've been watching your lava lamp there for a little bit.
Dude, it's very tantalizing. I love it.
Yeah. But thank you guys for listening, and thank you guys for coming back. And we're coming back strong, and we're gonna make sure that we get through this together. But please rate us on iTunes. Please give us 5 stars if you enjoyed. Like us on Spotify. Share with your friends. And then please, I mean, if you're listening to this the audio way, hey, go over there, go to the YouTube, and then shoot us a view. You don't even gotta watch it. You just put us on mute and then just do whatever you gotta do on your work computer or wherever you're at. Just let it play for a little bit. Yeah. But thank you guys. And
on another note as well, this will be on my personal YouTube. It will be on P-Kid's personal YouTube.
Yep.
And we'll share all the links as well.
I'm P-Kid.
And I'm Tex-Mex.
And we will see you guys later.